I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, well, the elders of the nation of Israel, to the house of David, the 144,000, the elect, to be buzzed out their teaching, sincerities and honors unto you, and to your loved ones, you're the women of the elect and the children. I just want to do a quick sit down on money, the money system. Because as we can see, the currency, the United States dollar is going down, which is the #1 world currency. And as we speak, it's going down. That's why you have all these other countries like Russia, China, alright? They're taking out their gold. They're dealing with they want to deal with the gold, and they're taking out the gold at the United States, man. Alright, in record numbers. Alright, you have unemployment real high. Unemployment, they say it's like 10%, 7%. It's really like 40% plus, man. Alright? So you have all these bankers now committing suicide, man. They just have right now, I think the 12th or the 13th banker that just killed himself. Right? There's a reason why they're killing themselves. Alright? Because we're at the end of this thing, man. We're at the end where the Most High, the man you call God, and His Son, Jesus Christ, so His name is Yahweh Shai, is destroying this country, man. Alright? Because real money is gold and silver. This money that we have right now is called funny money, man. It ain't real money. Alright? In 1934? The Gold Reserve Act is when they took gold out the system, man. Alright? So basically that's what these Rothschilds want to do. That's what they did. They took the gold out the system. So guess what? And give you funny money. It's a Federal Reserve banking system which is privately owned, which charges interest to the banks, which charges you in taxes, which always just keeps the people that are in the bottom, American citizens, in debt. Alright? Because this is a credit-based debt society, man, that we live in, man. Everything's credit-based. Because they want to implement that chip. But real money, not to change off topic, real money is gold and silver. Alright? It's always been gold and silver. That's the measurements. And it tells you in the Bible that on balance, on measurements that are not wicked measurements are an abomination to the Most High. Alright? Having paper, funny money and all that, that's an abomination to the Most High. Gold and silver is the treasure of the earth. That's the money of the earth. Okay? That's why you have a lot of these bankers, but you guys are supposed to be smart that work in the stock markets. You guys can't figure that out? You can't figure out that real money is gold and silver? Alright? Showing you them stock them people working at the stock markets, man, them banks, they're fucking idiots, man. In them top positions. Alright? Because real money is gold and silver, man. And it's going to go back to that. Alright? So all you guys out there talk about you saving gold and silver, really, you're supposed to, the only one that's going to save you, how about Shemel Shai, if you're one of the elect of the 12 tribes of Israel, you black, Latino, Native Americans, from prospective tribes, man, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, all the 12 tribes, man, the elect. Alright? Because gold and silver ain't going to save you. Alright? It tells you what, in Isaiah 13, the Russians ain't going to regard your gold and silver. What are you going to do when all hell's breaking loose in the street and you got gold and silver? Gold and silver can get you killed and get your gold and silver robbed from you, man. That's the times that we're living in, man. Alright? Gold, so gold is really the money. Silver is really the money, alright? It's the treasure of the earth, man. Alright, that's what's real gold and silver. So everything you measure by, whatever currency you bring out, you're supposed to measure it by gold and silver. That's what dollar means. Dollar's supposed to be measurements. You give in a dollar, you get a dollar worth of gold. But this is gold. These dollars ain't backed by nothing, man. Why didn't they kill Gaddafi, man? Because he was trying to bring the dinar back in the system. They had a council, they named him the King of Africa. And what he was trying to do was bring the dinar back in the system. Alright, Saddam Hussein was trying to use the EU to trade in oil, man. When he was trading, he was going to use the EU as a currency to trade with his oil. Alright, that's why they took his ass out. Alright? And all these other countries, they know America's going down. They know America's going down, man. Deuteronomy 25 and 17. I'm gonna start at 13. This is just weights, alright? Which America don't deal with. And America don't deal with just weights. And what they do is, when Saddam wanted to do trade with the EUs, what they did, they ramsacked Saddam, and they basically look where he's at. He's dead. Supposedly he's dead. We don't know. Alright, that's what the military does, like the mafia, man. Alright, which the original mafia was the Jewish fake Jew bastards. So if you don't want to use their dollars, and you don't want to use their currency, they roll up on you. And that's what they do. And now Putin, from what I read, he wants to back up. He wants to do away with the dollar, and he wants to dump the dollar and use the gold rubies, man. Alright? They have something called the BRICS, which is Brazil, Russia, Iran, or Spain, all these countries want to come together and do away with the dollar, man. All right? And that's the times that we're living in, man. That's the times we're living. You try to threaten Russia. Russia is the number one natural resource over there, oil resource over there in the Eastern Hemisphere, man. Natural oils, all right? And they provide Europe, man. All right? So that's going to backfire. When it talks about even your own allies should come against you, your own mother's going to come against you, man. Britain's going to come against you, all right? All your allies are going to turn against you, man. All right? Because everything's going back to the east. All right? But they're not going to be in power. The next power is going to be the 12 tribes of Israel that's going to rule. Just wait. Deuteronomy 25:13. Thou shalt not have in thy bag divers weights, a great and a small. Thou shalt not have in thine house divers measures, a great and a small. But thou shalt have a perfect and just weight. Alright? And this dollar is not perfect and just weight. This dollar ain't worth anything. It's funny money. Alright? It's Federal Reserve notes, man. It's a privately owned banking system, which is illegal. It's against the Constitution for you Constitutionites out there, man. You pro-Constitution. Patriots. A perfect and just measure shalt thou have, and thy days may be lengthened in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. That's why America is being destroyed too. Because you see, the Bible deals with everything aspects, man. Alright? Talk about money system, which is the monetary system, gold and silver, the land Sabbath, how we conduct ourselves. Alright? So people say the Bible is the white man's book. It's not the white man's book. Because this proves ain't the white man's book. Alright? The white man's not going by that, by perfect measurements. He's giving you funny money. Money that ain't back with nothing. For all that do such things and all that do unrighteously are an abomination unto the Lord thy God. So they create money out of thin air. And real soon they're gonna claim their debt, man. They're gonna come, just like the IRS, they're gonna come for you, American citizen. And that's when the martial law is gonna kick in. Alright? This country is what, $18 trillion in debt? From what they say. It's worse than that. You know? So we in those days, man. We in them days where the Lord's He's gonna magnify. He's gonna magnify himself, man, his son, by destroying this country once and for all. You know, that's hallelujah. That's what your churches should be singing. Not prosperity. Because the Lord's not coming to bring prosperity, man. He's coming to bring destruction. Alright? That's why the economy's going down. That's why people losing their jobs. Alright? It's hard to find a good job out here. And if you find a good job, you're blessed. But it's hard to find a good job out here. You go to City Hall, you go to little meetings. That shit, the lines be all the way from the top, all the way from outside, from around the block, man. That's right, crime is going up. Foreclosures at an all-time high. Alright? Now they're giving out part-time jobs. So you can only just work part-time. They ain't giving out full-time no more. You know? And all these stores are closing down. JCPenney. Alright? Sears. Alright? The dollar stores. They're closing up dollar stores. Because we're in them days, man. We're living in that time when God's bringing his judgment to America, man. But he's doing it slowly. Right? This place is done morally. And now he's destroying the economy slowly. Alright? Until the martial law and ultimately the missiles. Chaos is going to break out in the streets like Purge, the Anarchy movie coming out. Alright? Because that's the time that we're living in, man. So while you're partying, you're thinking everything's a joke. The Lord's about to destroy this place. Ecclesiastes 12. Remember that now that created the days of thy youth. You're supposed to remember the Lord when you're young. That's when you're healthy. Well, a lot of our brothers were young. The elders, when he came into the truth, they was young. Alright? Some brothers, Elder Rakal was 17. Alright? Other elders were 20, when in their early 20s, young. They could be out there fucking around and everything. No. They give themselves to the Most High. Alright? Because that's when you got to be down with the Most High. Alright? When in your prime. So-called prime. Alright? Remember now, not a lot of you people say you love God. You love God when you get old and crispy and crunchy. That's when you want to run to the churches and love God. But when you're young and healthy, you ain't looking for the Lord. That's when all these women, especially these women, our women, black Latina women, when you get old, that's when you want to love the Lord, so-called love the Lord. You're not even loving the Lord. You're loving Caesar Borgia. You put more curses upon yourself. Remember now that created in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. When the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. That's the jobs, man. Alright? And those that look out of the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And that's what's happening, man. These stores are closing up shop. Alright? A lot of stores you seen for rent signs. Alright, then another business. There was a business on my block. So the guy didn't even last a year. And I told him. I said, "Yo, man, this place don't got no money." And boom, he's closing up. There's an Asian cat, a Ammonite across the street from where I live. Alright? He's about to close up shop. You know? So we're living in them times, man. Alright? The grinding shall sheet, the jobs again. People are not be able to get jobs, man. Foreclosures going on all-time high. One out of two students can't find jobs, man. And they do find jobs, they find a part-time. You know? And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Alright? That's the music too, man. The music now sucks, man. Lil Wayne, all these garbage. I don't even know these guys that come out now, man. And I like music, man. Alright? It's all bullshit, but we in this world. You know what I'm saying? But this hip-hop that's out right, that's not hip-hop, man. That's demonic-ass music, man. At least in the 90s, there was conscience. You know what I'm saying? But now, it's garbage, this music, man. And they at least purposely do that, man. To destroy our people, man. You know? I keep reading. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be burdened, and the desire shall fail, because men goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. Or ever the silver cord be loose, or the golden bowl be broken, or the pitcher be broken at the fountain, or the wheel be broken at the cistern. Then shall the dust return as it was, the spirit return unto God. Basically, unto God who gave it. It's one to something else. Vanity of vanities, save the preacher, all is vanity. And that's another thing too, this country is vanity, man. Alright? This country's all vanity, man. That's why it's being destroyed. Because ultimately, most I got a beef with America. And this country is not built on morals. This country is not built on moralities, man. Alright? See these women as sluts. The family structure is destroyed. Single parents, single mothers raising these boys. That's why these boys are all messed up. These children are all feminine. These boys growing up to be feminine instead of growing up to be men. These little girls growing up to be whores. These men are not in order. You know, these men killing each other. You know? But who's the fault of that? So-called white men. You know? Our people going to pay for doing their wickedness, but it's a so-called white man. Alright? Because we're supposed to live off the land. Alright? The scriptures say just measurements, gold and silver, land, substance, cattle. That's real money, man. Land. Alright? Because whoever controls the money controls the law. Controls, and makes the laws. Which these Rothschilds, they got all the... They said 85 of the rich families have the same wealth as 3,500,000,000 people. How the fuck is that? Just the Rothschild family alone own 3/5 of the world economy. Just them alone. But they're not the devil. They can clothe everybody right now. They can write a check and everybody can be living good. Alright, first of all, we're supposed to live off the land. But they want to control everything. That's how they structured it. Alright? Because when you're living in a farm, you're living off the land, you're doing your thing. You're an entrepreneur. They don't want you to be independent. They want you to be dependent of the government. Alright? That's why we're in this condition. The way they got it all set up. Alright? You can't grow your own food. They make it illegal to grow your own seeds. Alright? You can't grow your own food. You can't have your own cattle. They're doing it on purpose, man. But then they got cattle and everything. You need a Rothschild eat out of Seatown or Pathmark? Them motherfuckers eat fresh meat, fresh killed chicken, fresh milk from the cow with no growth hormones put on it. Alright? But they do that to control you people, man. So they can have you in slavery. Because if you're independent and you're doing your own thing, you're an entrepreneur. Which is our God-given right, man. You're supposed to have cattle. You're supposed to have a farm. You're supposed to have land. That's real money. You're supposed to have gold and silver. But they don't want to do that. Alright? They want to subject you unto them. Subject it up to them. They want to have all the gold and silver. They want to, in which that gold and silver they took it from my ancestors, man. The 49ers, the Native American Indians. They showed you in the movie Avatar. In the Avatar, they showed you shiny metals. That was gold that they took from us. Okay? That was given us from our father. Alright? is Abram, which is Abraham, and he entreated Abram well for her sake, and he had sheep and oxen and he asses and men servants and maid servants, and she asses and camels. You see? Let me start a little bit up from the top. And it came to pass that when Abram was coming to Egypt, the Egyptians beheld the woman that she was very fair. The princes also of Pharaoh saw her and commended her before Pharaoh, and the woman was taken into Pharaoh's house. And he entreated Abram well for her sake, and he had sheep and oxen, and he asses and men servants and maid servants, and she asses and camels. All right. Then it goes into why the Pharaoh tells him, why didn't you tell me that was your wife? You know, because the Most High will jack him up, because he sent plagues unto the Pharaoh. All right, but showing you basically that's how people exchanged, man. You know, if I wanted your sister, I told you in Exodus, I'm gonna bring that out. If I wanted your daughter, all right. Hold on, it's Exodus. Hold on, let me get that. Hold on. Alright, let me Deuteronomy 22 and 27. This is how you got your wife. Alright? If a man, Deuteronomy 22 and 28. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, which is not promised to anybody, and lay hold on her, alright, and lie with her, and they be found, so she's not promised to nobody, she's single. And the Tainos did this also. Alright? A woman would be dressed a certain way, which she would show that she was single. And then she'll be out there in the field by herself, and the man took hold on her. He grabbed her, right? Then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father, all right, 50 shekels of silver. And she shall be his wife, because he hath humbled her, and he may not put her away all his days. All right? A man shall not take his father's wife, nor discover his father's skirt. That's how the exchange was, man. Alright? That's the exchange. That was the measurement. Alright? I took your daughter as my wife, and here's 50 shekels of silver. Not $50. Not 50 Federal Reserve notes, paper money. 50 shekels of silver, because that was real money. Alright? That's real money. Alright? And it's an even exchange. See, but what this white man does, he gives us funny money, and he keeps all the gold and silver. Alright, then he passes a Federal Gold Reserve Act, was in 1933 or 34, that we can't have gold in the system. Alright, so he can stay on top of the pyramid. That's what it's all about, man. These devils don't give a shit about nobody, man. They're devils. Only a devil would do something like that. And that's another reason why God's going to destroy this country. Alright, because you don't follow none of the laws. Alright, you give homosexual rights, you put women over men. Alright. Your dollars, you don't deal with in your currency with gold and silver. You make up your own money, funny money, which is wicked and evil. So God's going to destroy you for many reasons, man. That's only one of thousands of reasons, man. Hundreds of reasons. Alright? 613 laws to be exact. Alright? And because you're the devil. You're the devil. You was made to be the devil. That's why the earth is in shambles right now. That's why the animals are coming against you. Alright? The Most High is shaking up the earthquakes. Guess what? Them dinosaurs are coming out. You got the chupacabra coming out of Texas. Alright? Now they got them caged up. And many more beasts that the Lord has. He has spirits created for vengeance to come upon your ass. Genesis 13. Still going on to Abraham. I'm going to go down to 13. You know what? I'm going to keep reading from 17. And the Lord plagued Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarah, Abraham's wife. Because he didn't tell him that was his wife. So the Most High was jacking Pharaoh up. And Pharaoh called Abram and said, What is this that thou hast done unto me? Why didst thou tell me that she was thy wife. So the Pharaoh was like, yo, why didn't you tell me that was your wife? I was gonna commit adultery, man. Basically committing adultery. And that, you know, that's why the Lord was jacking him up. Man, he was a heathen. Alright? And he was a heathen, man. Why says thou, she is my sister, so I might have taken her to me to wife. Now therefore behold thy wife, take her and go thy way. So the Pharaoh was like, you know what, just take her and just go away. Alright? And that was a heathen, by the way. Alright? And Pharaoh commanded his men concerning him, and they sent him away, and his wife, and all that he had. Alright? So the Most High plagued Pharaoh. He plagued him with plagues, it says plural. Why? Because he was committing adultery. He was gonna take Sarah as his wife, because Abraham didn't tell him. Alright? So he was like, yo, just take your wife and get the hell out of here, man. You know, that goes for you guys that like to commit adultery. That was a heathen, by the way. Alright? Now what the Most High is going to do to an Israelite who the laws was given to? You guys out there like to commit adultery and shit. Alright? Even in your mind, you're trying to get with your brother's wife or something like that. They're going to deal with you guys, man. And Abram went up out of Egypt, he and his wife and all that he had, and Lot with him into the south. And Abram was very rich in cattle, in silver, and in gold. You hear that? That's the real money. And Abram was very rich in cattle, in silver, and in gold. Alright? So that's the real money, man. That's the real money right there. You crackers are something else, man. You come with your own little currency. You come with your own little currency. And then when your society's going down, but you know what? You at least know your society's going down. You at least know your society's going down. You know, but you're not telling the masses. You're not telling the masses of your society going down. Fucking devils, man. All this oppression that you're giving to our people is gonna come back to you, man. Double. Alright? But you're gonna work the field, but ain't gonna be no rest for your ass, man. We ain't gonna lighten it up. Right now, a lot of our people, they think slavery is over with because, you know, you can walk, you can go to the mall, you can go shopping. Real soon, all that's going to be done away with, man. Alright? Because from day one, when you go into slavery, you're going into hardcore slavery. And we're not going to stop. Alright? And our Lord going to be there, the King of Kings. He's going to be in the front, bashing your brains in. Alright? Lord willing, I'm in that number, yo. Lord willing, the elders on down. That's what we work for. To be worthy. To be worthy and have the honor to put you in chains and slavery. Psalms 149. For all the abomination that you've done. For breaking all the laws of the Heavenly Father. Alright? Because that's what you've done. You disrespected the law of the land, man. The law of the land is these scriptures, man. The law of the land, which is the land Sabbath. Alright? Homosexuality. But what you've done, you defended homosexuals. You destroyed the family structures. You polluted the air. Polluted the food. You think you're not going to pay? You're going to pay. Alright? You Rothschilds are proud because the Most High, you're the modern day Pharaoh. But you know what? You're getting dreams, man. Alright? The Lord's plaguing you with dreams. I know them angels are visiting you too, man. With them chariots. Alright? It's probably splashing your face when you pass by the villa with the fountain. Splashing your face with water. Frying pans in your kitchen. All dishes be fucking coming out your cabinets and crashing on the floor. Alright? You devils, man. You're gonna go down, man. You're gonna go down. Alright? The same way you meditate on how you're gonna destroy us and put us in concentration camp and torture us, we do that to you. I hope you know that. Alright? Day and night. And we don't meditate enough. Alright? Six and hold on a second, you know what? 6 and 18. And ye in any wise keep yourselves from the accursed thing, lest ye make it yourselves a curse when ye take off the accursed thing and make the camp of Israel curse and trouble it. But all this silver, all right, not talking about dollars, I'm talking about money. That's what real money is. The gold treasure of the earth treasures, which is gold and silver, all right. Even in history, it's always been about that. But all the silver and gold and vessels of brass and iron are consecrated unto the Lord. They shall come into the treasury of the Lord. All right? Read that again. But all the silver and gold and vessels of brass and iron are consecrated unto the Lord, and they shall come into the treasury of the Lord. All right? So that's the real treasure. That's the real money, man. Gold and silver, man. All right? Which the United States, controlled by the Rothschilds, the elites, the elite faggot, the elite vagina faces, they're not doing, man. They don't have gold and silver in the currency. All right? They deal with their funny money, Federal Reserve, which is privately owned, which you stupid Americans don't know. All right? And that's economics 101. But you're going to find out real soon when a dollar collapses. And a lot of you Americans, you like spoiled children in America. You're going to flip out when you see that. When you see that, when you find out that them $10,000, that $10,000 that you have in the bank are just dollars, that's exactly what they are. Paper money, ain't worth nothing, ain't no measurements behind it, you're going to flip out. You're going to flip out. You're gonna, like that movie I Am Legend, they showed you, like in the closet, they had stacks full of dollars, man. Because they showing you in these movies, man, that the dollar ain't worth nothing. Alright? That's why a lot of these motherfuckers are going overseas, man. Dave Cheney got 100,000 acres in Paraguay. The Bushes too. A lot of these motherfuckers gonna try to go to South America. They're gonna go try to go to outer space, try to go under the water. They're gonna try to run. They already got their bunkers. Alright, and they got that done with the deep underground military bases. So they're planning to bounce when the shit collapses, they're planning to bounce, man. But they know people are gonna come to kill them, man. People are gonna flip out. They're going to roll up in D.C. and try to hang Obama. All right? They're going to try to hang Michael Obama, what they call Michelle Obama, because she's really a man. All right? Fucking Adam's apple and shoulders like a fucking football player. Devils, man. And y'all killing yourselves, too. Well, you're supposed to be so goddamn smart. You're supposed to be so smart, but you're killing yourself. See, Jake, we used to that, man. You put us in slavery, you destroyed our people. You know, you raped our women, destroyed our families, killed our children, raped our little boys, fed our children to crocodiles, killed our babies in front of us, raped our women in front of us. You know, and we're still here. We're still here. Through the Native American Indians and reservation, called the Mexicans foreigners, aliens, called the Negro who's a real Jew a nigger, a moon cricket. You're going to pay for all of that shit, man. Alright? And we still took it. Alright? But we don't know how you're going to make it, man. Because we still the Lord's children, man. He built us. We're his favorite. Alright? He built you to be the wicked, but he loves us. We're his children at the end of the day. Alright? Because our Lord Yahushua went on that cross, we have a second chance. Alright? And our kingdom's going to be forever. But when you go down the first day of slave, we don't know how you're going to make it, man. You know? We don't know how you're going to make it, man. Because even in Jake in his low estate, after all the slavery, after everything, they embrace the ghetto. You got Jakes out here that love their hood, man. They die for their hood, which is stupid and ignorant, alright? Because this ain't their homeland. Homeland is Israel, Jerusalem. Galatians 4. But you devils, you're going to be underground in pits. And you're going to be hairy. You always talk about hell and the devil. Motherfucker, you ain't going to be no shaving in the kingdom. You're going to be hairy, you're going to be under the pits, man. You're going to be red. Alright? It's going to look like devils coming out from a hell. Alright? Most likely going to really jack you devils up, man. You Edomites, you're going to get fucked up, man. And all you devils that's in America, you're going to be destroyed. Alright? You're going to come from that pure line of Esau in the kingdom. Because Esau ain't going to be mingling his seed with the other women. Alright? Y'all going to be, oh man. It's a bad time to be Edomite, man. In the house of sin. Matter of fact, we were so rich in the time of King Solomon. It was 40 years of peace on earth. Why? Because the real people of God was ruling. King Solomon, who's Yahushua, alright? He was ruling. It was 40 years of peace. Before that was his father, 40 years of war with King David. Alright? But everybody in Israel was living large. Alright? Everybody's living large. Man, when Queen Sheba came, was that Sheba came to see Solomon. She thought his servant was the king. Even our servants was decked out. We're going to go back to that estate, man. Alright? It tells you in Revelations how everything's going to be gold and rubies. There's going to be gold floors, transparent glass on the floors. Alright? You can't do that with you can't build buildings with these fucking funny money. Alright? Well, our house is low. Well, they're going to be mansions. Our castles are going to be gold. Our floors are going to be gold. Our pools are going to be gold. Our bathtubs are going to be gold and silver, man. Alright? We're going to be eating out of gold and silver utensils. You devils do that now. You Rothschilds in London, England, you eat off utensils and all that. And you still look like shit. You eat the right food and everything, and you still look like shit. You sleep in them chambers, you get them oxygenation therapies, you still look like shit, man. And we love cursing you out too, man. This is better than having sex with a woman, man. Alright? Because this is doing the work of the Lord. This is glorifying His word. Alright? And cursing out our enemies, man. Cursing out the Lord's enemies. Yahweh Shem Yahushai's enemies. Who's our enemies? Like father, like son. Alright? Because our Father chose us, man. Not because we're special, because He chose us. Alright? We're just happy to be the ones He chose. And you're the wicked. That's why you mad. That's why Esau, you mad. But Esau, that's it. You messed up. You already got your world. Alright? You look at your movies, you're the heroes. You're the hunks in the movies, but in reality, you're not. Because the white woman's always looking for a Snicker bar or a chocolate bar to jump on. Alright? Whether it be a black or Latino man. Alright? That's what these other women, these heathen women, they look for. They talk all that shit. Alright? Even these Moabite and these other women, they be with their man. But they at night, they be dreaming about a black and Latino man. Or a Native American man. Alright? Matter of fact, when the Lord David wanted to actually build the Lord's temple, right? But the Lord didn't let David build the temple because he had so much blood in his hands. He killed so many people, all right? But his son King Solomon, all right, who was the king of peace, because it was 40 years of peace on earth. He was going to build the kingdom, all right? He was going to be the Lord's temple. But his father, King David, got the gold and the silver, and he got everything ready for when his son is ready to build his father's temple, the Heavenly Father Yahweh's temple. It took 13 years to build his house. It goes to show you, it took 13 years to build Solomon's house, man. Alright? That's bad, yo. To build his house took 13 years. And Solomon made all the vessels that were pertaining unto the house of the Lord. The altar of gold and the table of gold whereupon the shewbread was, and the candlesticks of pure gold, 5 on the right side, 5 on the left side, before the oracle, with the flowers and the lamps and the tongues of gold. That's beautiful, man. You know, the Most High's favorite flower is the lily. Alright? And the bowls and the snuffers and the basins and the spoons and the censers of pure gold and the hinges of gold, both for the doors of the inner house, the most holy place, and of the doors of the house to wit of the temple. So was ended all the work that King Solomon made for the house of the Lord. And Solomon brought in the things which David his father had dedicated, even the silver and the gold and the vessels, and he put them among the treasures of the house of the Lord. That's bad, yo. It talks about it was made with brass also. I mean, it was decked out, man. It was decked out, man. So that's how rich we was, man. That's living in riches. You Rothschilds, you're not living in them riches, man. You got the gold and silver under bases and everything locked in. You know, showing you're not royalty, man. Them Saudi Arabians, they're heathens too. They ain't our people. But them motherfuckers living in gold castles, alright? They got their money out there. That's gold and silver. That's earth money, man. That's earth treasures. It's supposed to be shown out, man. Alright? Not supposed to be hidden in some lock somewhere. Because gold and silver has vibe. It's vibrant. Matter of fact, you put gold and silver can cure almost any disease. Alright? That's why there was no dandruff amongst our people. There was no overweight or being overweight amongst our people, obesity, mental retardation. That happened when you devils came. We didn't know what a flu was and everything. Because gold and silver, like, is good for your body, man. All right. So in the kingdom, we're gonna have gold floors. We're gonna be on a high level. We're gonna be on a natural endorphin high, man. I don't know how to explain it. That's the best way I can explain it. The Lord's gonna enhance us in everything we do, everything we touch. Our table's gonna be gold. All right. Even the chariots. It says in Isaiah 26 and 20, enter inside chambers, which is plush and lavished. All right. Because gold and silver elevate you, man. All right. That's the real treasures. That's the real money. All right. Land, castles. That's what the Lord's ready to give us, man. He's ready to give brothers planets, man. The Lord said, my Father's house there are many mansions. The earth is his footstool. So you can only imagine how large we're going to live. This is the Heavenly Father we're talking about, the God of the universe. Eyes have not seen, and ears have not heard for what I have for those that love me. So the ones that truly love the Lord got something special. All right? Just like your father would give you presents, you know, when you was a kid. It's like you going to Toys R Us and your parents telling you, you know what, run down the aisle, get whatever you want. And how happy you got, that's what the Father's ready to give us, you know. Yeah, Howard Shah's ready to come back. And because whatever he gets, we get. All right? Because this time, his son, this Egypt, his son's going to be glorified. The last one, Yahweh was glorified. But his son's going to be glorified. But guess what? His son being glorified, Yahweh's being glorified. All right? That's the Father, man. All right? And Big Bro, when he comes back and sits on that throne, his little brother's going to sit with him, man. All right? That's a real brother right there, man. That's love. All right? And he can't wait for that, man. That's why you have earthquakes in diverse places. You got earthquakes here. Now you got the animals, the bisons running away from Yellowstone. Because the animals see, white thing in the islands, 15 minutes before disaster, the animals will run up the mountains. Why is that? Because the animals see spirits, man. Alright, they see spirits. And spirits tell them, get your ass up there, we about to destroy this shit. 15 minutes before a natural disaster. So something's about to give, man. The Lord's about to come back. Those are the signs, man. Alright? You know what? Just want to show you how decked out we was. Alright? Because you got these devils, these Rothschilds. They try to, they hide all that gold and silver on the ground and lock it up, showing you they're heathens, all right, and showing you they're not the royal people, all right. Because when the Lord come back, man, you're gonna see what royalty's about, all right. We're gonna flash our money. It's about flashy. Jake is flashy now, all right. Jake could be broke as hell, but Jake got his cars. He'll have a beat up Civic, but his Civic will be dropped. He'll have some SI rims on it. He had it tinted out. You know, guess what? Our big brother gonna come back. All right, we came here in dirty slave ships. We're coming out here in gold and silver. All right, we're gonna flaunt our money. We're gonna be flashy. You're gonna see what royalty's about when our Lord comes back, man. All right, with that pure gold belt that speaks about in Revelations 1 and 14, or gold of Ophir, man. That's what we're gonna. That's what the Lord gonna literally make a man of the Lord like that, and He's physically gonna give us that, man. We're gonna be on a high level, man. All right. So all you Rothschilds, you got all that gold and silver, all that real money. That's our money that you took from our ancestors. Is ours anyway. We're gonna take that money. We're gonna put you in slavery. All right. Cause that's money too. Cattle. You're the cattle. You're the goyim. All right. We're gonna take you and we're gonna ship you around. We're gonna make money out of you. We're gonna make money out of your ass, man. Same thing He did to our ancestors in the auctions, which Wachovia, J.P. Morgan. Right now, they're sending letters apologizing about that, about slavery. Cause all these major corporations, they're rich off what? The backs of our ancestors. So guess what? We're going to whip your fucking back. We're going to get rich off you. Then after 1,000 years, we're going to exterminate you, man. 2 Chronicles 5. Thus all the work that Solomon made for the house of the Lord was finished. And Solomon brought in all things that David his father had dedicated. And the silver and the gold and all the instruments put he among the treasures of the house of God. Because he got everybody ready. He got the masons ready. Alright, because he wasn't chosen to build that temple because he had too much blood in his hand. But he was a man of the Most High's heart, King David. He was a warrior. But he got everything set up for his son to build the temple for the Lord. Then Solomon assembled the elders of Israel and all the heads of the tribes, the chief of the fathers of the children of Israel, to Jerusalem to bring up the ark of the covenant of the Lord out of the city of David, which is in Zion. Wherefore all the men of Israel assembled themselves unto the king in the feast, which was in the 7th month. Basically talks about the ark, which they try to save the ark now. The Ethiopians got, look, the Ethiopians don't got shit, man. All right, Because the Rothschilds got them in the trick bag. The Rothschilds got them in the trick bag. Alright? Because he got them thinking they're the real Jews, the Falashim Jews, which means false Jews. He got those people in Israel thinking they're the real Jews, and they're nothing but fake Jews. Revelations 2:9. I know a blasphemy of them which say they're Jews or not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Alright? What does it say in Revelations 2:9? I know that works in tribulations and poverty, but thou art rich. Alright? Because we're in poverty right now, but we're rich in His wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The Lord's actually going to physically make us rich. He's going to give us riches, man. Alright? We're poor now in this world. Alright? Brothers might be broke. You might have $1 in your pocket. But guess what? We're in His wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Like King Solomon. He prayed for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Everything came after that. He said, you know, he could have prayed for anything else. He could have prayed for money, for women, for glory. No, he prayed for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to judge the Lord's people. And the Lord was so pleased with that, He gave him that, and He gave him everything else. So we first got to get the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Alright? But basically, the gold and silver is the real money. That's the real measurements. Alright? Something that the Rothschilds and the elites do know. Alright? But they took that away with the Gold Reserve Act. Alright? To take gold out the system, man. And just bring this funny money out. So American people can always be in debt. Which is the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve banking system charges interest to the bank, and then the bank charges taxes to the people. Alright? Which is always collecting debt, man. So they always stay on top. And they tax you people, so they always stay on top. Alright? That's what it's all about. This system is all about them being on top. Alright? When in reality, cattle, alright, gold and silver, cattle, alright, slaves, that's money. That's the real money. Alright? But these devils are on top right now, but they're going to go down with this society. That's why the society is going to collapse. Alright? The society is going to collapse. 40% unemployment. They say 100 million people with some type of assistance. Alright? All the jobs are getting shipped overseas. A country cannot survive with just consuming. They got to produce also. Got to be back and forth, man. But basically, that was a quick sit down on money. Alright? On gold and silver. On real money, cattle. Alright? Maid servants. We're going to have slaves, man. Isaiah 14. Alright? We're going to have your red asses in slavery. Because you're not white, you're red. We're going to have your pink asses in slavery, man. Alright? Fucking shrimp faces. We're going to have you vagina faces in slavery. Real soon. Under Yahushua, the King of Kings. A black man who's coming to get the black Latino Native Americans. 12,000 out of each tribe. Alright? And they're going to sit next to big brothers. Sit right next to big brother in the throne, man. Alright? The people that you call minorities, niggas, spics, wetbacks. Alright? They're God's chosen people. And they're going to be on top in the next life. It makes sense, man. It's just flipping it. Alright? Spiritually flipping it. So I hope brothers and sisters that send out this video, keep praying, you know, pray for the elders, pray for all the brothers out there teaching, alright? Pray for the women, the sisters that believe in this truth, the real sisters that believe in this truth, alright? The children that are children of the men of the Lord, you know? May the Lord protect us in these last days, because we're going to need it, man, because something's about to go down. In 2 weeks, you got the blood moon coming. The blood moon's going to be here in 2 weeks. A lot of historical things happened. 1492, the conquest of 1492, with Christopher Devil Jewish Cologne. 1948, when they established Israel. They established the state of Israel. 1967, they made Jerusalem. They finally, the Jewish devils got Jerusalem. All right, so those are heavy times, and these devils, they work with the astrologies and the procrastinators and the astrologies, Isaiah 47, they work with that. They work with all of that, man. Alright? They work with that witchcraft and everything like that. Alright, so we got to counter this. Ephesians 6. Alright, we're fighting spiritual wickedness in high places, man. Alright? So just the fact that you took the gold, you did all the gold and the silver, that's another reason you're going down. Alright? That's an unjust weights, man. That's wicked. Alright? That's unbalanced. Alright? That's an abomination to the Most High. The Most High deals with every aspect, man. Alright? That proves that this ain't the white man's book. Alright? The Most High showed you how to conduct yourselves, how to treat the land. Alright? What's the money system, monetary system. He got everything on lock, man. Alright? How to conduct your family, your household, the land. Alright? Business transactions. You know? So you talk about the Bible's white man, but the white man breaks every law. That's why he's going to be arrested. That's why he's guilty. Alright, so I hope brothers got something out of this, man. You know, brothers got enlightened and edified. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Alright, who are elders, who are the elders of the nation of Israel. Alright, so you brothers out there teaching in sincerity. Alright, honors to you, to the house of David. Alright, the 144,000, the elect. Alright, which also consists of you women and children. May the Most High protect you. Deaf to you 2/3, that's in the truth and out the truth. Alright, because you got, the Lord said, started my sanctuary, Ezekiel 9:4. Started my sanctuary first. Because you got men that got this truth and they're being wicked as all hell. So the Lord's going to beat you on many stripes. Alright? Deaf to you other nations. You Moabites, you Ammonites, you Hamites, you haven't got you. You're going into slavery too. You Ishmaelites. Alright, but you Edomites, you Rothschilds, you elites, you're going to get it, man. Alright? You're guilty of all accounts. Alright? You're guilty of unequal measurements. Alright? You're guilty of promoting homosexuality, lesbianism, destroying the family homes, putting drugs in the system, in the society. Alright? The gangs that you infiltrated. You're guilty of all accounts and putting God's chosen people in slavery and spiritually crucifying our Lord and putting him as a white man, putting the people of God white. Alright? Putting the Ten Commandments, the movie with Charles Heston white. Alright? You're going to pay for all of that. Alright? Because you spiritually crucified our Lord Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai seen that. That's called identity theft. That's a felony charge if you do that here in America. So you Rothschild, you got a lot to pay for, man. You red child. Alright? You're going to be red and bloody in the kingdom of heaven. Alright? It's going to be kingdom of heaven for you. It's going to be hell. It's going to be heaven for us, but hell for you. It's going to flip, man. Alright? So get prepared for slavery, man. Alright? Shalom. Death to America.